Don't steal people's mandate from them. Peter Obi reacts to Nasarawa women's protest against election results. Obi on his Twitter handle noted that the government must safeguard the democratic process and uphold the rights of citizens, while reacting to the naked protest by women in Nasarawa state, who insisted that the governorship election that brought back Governor Abdullahi Sule was rigged. Hey guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you for always coming out here. May God Almighty prosper you all. Amen. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, has called on the Nigerian government to ensure that the mandate of the people is not stolen from them. Obi on his Twitter handle noted that the government must safeguard the democratic process and uphold the rights of citizens, while reacting to the naked protest by women in Nasarawa state, who insisted that the governorship election that brought back Governor Abdullahi Sule was rigged. Sahara reporters had reported that some women in Nasarawa state, the north-central Nigeria, stripped themselves completely naked to protest against the outcome of last Saturday's governorship and state assembly elections in the state. The angry women had said they did not vote for Governor Abdullahi Sule, who was declared winner of the governorship election by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) amid controversies. The protesters, who displayed placards with various inscriptions, accused Governor Sule of rigging himself to power and forcing himself on the people. They, therefore, hurled curses at everyone who participated in denying them what they described as their mandate. Obi described the protest as heartbroken, noting that the essence of election wants to enable citizens to participate in democratic governance through the representatives they elect. Our women, who should be honored and respected and their rights protected, have been degraded and left to seek justice the only way they can trust, by calling on their creator. Government to ensure that the mandate of the people is not stolen from them. As a nation, he said, we must do better to safeguard the democratic process and uphold the rights of our citizens, Peter Obi said. Nigeria had the worst election in the history, where INEC decides who rule and who is not qualified. Judiciary, the last hope of a common man, should redeem the image of this country. Enough of this evil. Then they say people, when they do thief, na night where people no go see you, na then they thief. But this administration, then they look you, broad daylights, then they thief you. And then they let you, they know say you can't do nothing. Why they thief? It's so sad. It's so sad. Really, really very sad. How can you be forcing yourself on people and you think you will have peace in that office? When you stole people's mandates, you will never know peace. There's something, it's a kind of spiritual stuff that is connected, because the people's mind, they are not connected to you. The mind of people are not connected to you. So you will not do well. Things will not all go well with you. You might be gaining, maybe in terms of wealth or whatever, but you will never know peace. This is what these politicians don't understand. It happens in Imo State. Make una ask that man whether he know peace since when he assumed office. Good and fine is the governor, but he had never enjoyed peace once in his life. Every day, wahala, from one to another, from one to another. This is what you get when you take things that does not belong to you. It's so sad. his own side. INEC have compromised on the issue of Nasarawa, and it was too obvious. May God just have mercy on them. Now, who is to be blamed over the people's mandate snatching during the electoral process in Nigeria? Can we also blame INEC? Can we blame the electorate? Can we blame the security agency? Can we blame politicians? Who is to be blamed? You know, so they talk these things, say, okay, then they rig election, then they rig election. Where the rigging from starts? Is it not the same Nigerians we are used to rig the election? The same Nigerians who can no longer sleep and close their eyes. The same Nigerians who close one of their eyes, oh, they sleep. These people, then they their house with security. Security men, they guide them. The same Nigerians who can now go to market and they can no longer afford the prices, the goods in the market because of the hike in price. The same Nigeria. The same common man, the same Nigerians who can barely eat 3 times in a day. The same Nigerians who can barely send their children to good schools because of poverty. Who they start the rigging. Before this election, I told us that if we don't get it right this time, it's going to take a long time, decades, before we will correct this. And you should know what we will go through before that time. But no, some persons are just bent on what they are going to get. Somebody will give you 50,000 naira, you carry machine, they run, they go, pulling units. You won't go scatter everywhere. You won't go snatch pilot bus so that belle go sweet your principal will send you. And you have forgotten that after that election, they don't dump you. You will be forgotten because you are a useless person. That is why they can use you for such a useless job. So you are not useful. That is the only thing you are useful for. And they have used you, they have dumped you. Tomorrow, call them. They will never pick your call. If they even pick your call, they're going to stay past 10, 20,000. Is that what we are talking about? So very unfortunate that we found ourselves in this situation. I'm dropping it here, guys.